Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my fall makeup routine. This look I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is like my go-to look for whenever I want to feel like fall glam. Like I spend the extra time to do my makeup and I want to just feel like really fall. This is kind of like the look I always go for, especially eye-wise. Like I always switch up my lip. It's usually more of like a dark nude or like a vampy lip. But the eye is pretty much like my go-to just because it's super easy to do and it just kind of like works with different lip colors. So I'm going to be showing you guys step by step like how to get the look and some of my favorite products to achieve the look. And yeah, let's just jump on in. So I've already primed my skin. I put on a moisturizer and that's set in. So I'm going to go right into my foundation. So I'm going to be taking the Rimmel Match Perfection foundation. And I'm just going to use my finger to dot it onto my skin. Not the best finger. I just think this is a really great drugstore foundation. It gives more of like a natural, almost like luminous look to the skin, which I've already mentioned on my channel. I have oily skin and you're probably like, well, why on earth would you like that foundation? Well, I think it just sets really nicely. I do have to apply a powder so that I don't get like super greasy, but it just looks like my skin and I really like that, especially in like the fall time when your skin tends to get a little drier. And I'm just going to take my, what is this, Eco Tool sponge, and I'm just going to blend that in. Next, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild concealer in the shade Light Ivory. The shade's a little bit light for me, but I'm just going to use it to brighten up underneath the eyes a little bit. It does give a really good coverage, so if you have some dark circles, you might really like this, and it's super affordable. I'm also just going to put it down my face just to highlight. And then once again, I'm just going to blend that in with my sponge. And then I just want to set the areas where I applied that. So I'm going to take my Wet n Wild contouring palette and I'm going to take the yellow shade in here and I'm just going to set like underneath my eyes and like down my face. Okay, and the next I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. I'm going to do this off camera just because it takes me forever, but I'm going to use the e.l.f. Lock On Liner and Brow Cream in the shade Medium Brown. I really like this when I want more of like a dramatic brow, and since I am kind of doing like a full glam type of look today, I am going to use this. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that my brows are done, I'm going to move on to the eyes. Now if you know, you're probably thinking these brows are super dramatic, and they definitely are, especially for me because they normally just use eyeshadow, but I promise once the look is complete, it will all come together. So for the eyes, I'm going to be using my Modern Renaissance from Anastasia palette. I have only had this for a little while and I haven't used it too much, but I think the colors in here are perfect for a fall inspired look. So that's what we're going to be using today. So I'm going to start off by taking the shade Tempera, or Tempera, sounds like sushi to me. And I'm just going to take this color and put it all over the lid just to set the eyes. Okay, and then I'm next going to go into the shade Golden Ochre and Burnt Orange. And I'm just going to mix those two, and that's going to be our transition color. So I'm just going to pop that through the crease. Okay, and then I'm next going to go into the shade Relgar, which is like a really pretty burnt orangey brown color. And this color is going to go into the crease as well. They are so pigmented. Okay, and then I just really want to blend that out. So I'm going to take my Morphe, I don't even know what brush this is. Literally the number wore off. But I'm just going to take like a large fluffy crease brush and just blend everything out. Okay, and then once that's done, the next shade I'm going to be taking is the shade Cypress Umber. It's like a really rich, deep brown color. It's a little bit darker than I'd like, but we're going to make it work. And I'm going to take a Morphe R39. I really like this just for like packing on color. These colors are so pigmented, so make sure you tap off your brush. And I'm just going to place this color all over the lid of the eye. Okay, then once again, I'm just going to take my blending brush and just blend that out. And I'm going to take a little bit more of the shade Burnt Orange, and I'm just going to blend that back into a crease, just so everything looks really soft and diffused. Okay, and then I'm next going to take the shade Relgar again, and I'm going to place this on like a, what is this? Like a smudge brush, like a liner brush. And I'm just going to put this on the lower lash line. Okay, and then now taking like a real smudger brush, I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Cypress Umber again, and I'm just going to blend that orange shade out with it. Okay, and then next, I'm not going to be using like a black liquid liner for this look just because I feel like it's already a lot. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take a MAC liner in the shade Coffee. It's like a really pretty rich espresso brown color. And I'm just going to line my lower lash line and my upper lash line with this and kind of smudge it out a little bit. And like I said, I just kind of want to smudge it out a bit. So I'm going to go back into Cypress Umber and I'm just going to kind of blend that liner out. And then I'm just going to go back and dust off any excess powder or fallout. And because we put that powder there before, it should just dust away super easily. Okay, and then next we definitely want to highlight just because there's so much darkness going on these eyes that we really want to bring some light back. So I'm going to be taking the shade Primavera. It's like a shimmery champagne color. I'm going to pop that on the inner corners of the eyes just to kind of bring some light back. So next I'm going to apply some black mascara. I'm going to take my Voluminous Carbon Black from L'Oreal. This is like my ultimate favorite and it's super affordable. So next moving on to the rest of the face. So for bronzer, I'm going to take a little bit of my Hoola from Benefit bronzer. This is like my go-to all year round. I just think it's like the best universal color for everyone. So I'm just going to apply bronzer where I normally would. Love looking bronze even in like the fall and winter time. I just want to look bronze all year round. Okay, then I'm going to take a little bit of blush. I'm going to take the Wet n Wild's Color Icon Mellow Wine Blush. This is a really beautiful, kind of like an apricot type of color. Like just looks really great with these warm shades. So I'm just going to use that same brush I used to apply my bronzer to put this on my cheeks. I realize I'm using a lot of Wet n Wild products in this video. I know they're not sponsoring me, but if they'd like to, that would be awesome. And then we totally have to do some highlight, right? And then again, I'm going to take another Wet n Wild product. Totally didn't plan this, I promise. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in, I totally don't remember the name and I don't have it, but it's like that really pretty peach colored one that has the really pretty like flower emboss. So I'm totally going to use this today to highlight. And I'm going to take my Morphe R31, which is like my favorite highlighting brush. So I'm just going to pick this up and I'm just going to put this on the tops of the cheekbones. Oh, this color with this look is just so beautiful. The one thing about this highlight though is that it does like totally emphasize texture. I'm not sure if you'll see that on my camera or not, but I do feel like it does emphasize texture, especially like on this side I have like quite a lot. I don't know if you'll see that, but maybe I'll zoom in and I'll show you. But the color is just so beautiful. It reminds me a lot of the Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter. It has like a peach undertone to it, really pretty. I'm just gonna put that down the face a little bit. And before I put my lip color on, I am going to set my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, what was this, setting spray. Again, another Wet n Wild product, I promise. They are not sponsoring me. So for the lips, I'm going to be taking my Jordana lip liner in the shade Tawny. This is like a really pretty, like a brown and nude color. So I'm just going to use this to line my lips. I really like this lip liner because it's not too creamy, but it's not too stiff. It's like the perfect hybrid. And for our lip color, I'm going to take one of my favorites for the fall time. This is from Revlon, and it's in the shade Rum Raisin. It's a really pretty, like I said, like kind of brownish nude color. And I love this lipstick. It's super moisturizing, but it has so much color payoff. Really beautiful. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And this is definitely like my go-to when I want more, like I said, like a dramatic fall glam look. I just love how the eyes are super dark, but like still like not too crazy over the top because we didn't do like liquid liner. And the lip is just so fall. And this highlight though, like for real. As always guys, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to leave your comments and give this video a big thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. I will see you guys in my next video.